The Mega Knight is a lot better again, and I'm not just talking about on mid-ladder, guys. Of course, on mid-ladder, Mega Knight is known for being everywhere. I'm actually talking about on the top of ladder, and a big part of it is because of the Duchess nerf. Now that a lot more people are running the Princess Tower, the wall breakers are a lot better. Now, unfortunately, first match here, we are playing against someone who is in fact using the Duchess, which might be a little annoying, but we can still try to work our way around it. Now, on top of the Princess Tower being used a lot more, there's also the Prince, which is very strong, that pairs very well with the Mega Knight. So the wall breakers being better on top of the Prince is kind of what brought Mega Knight back. So this guy went in for a Knight here. I think we just go in for a Mega Knight on top of everything. I'm kind of shocked this guy went for a Graveyard so aggressively right off of the bat. I feel like that was just such an aggressive starting play. A little bit unexpected for sure. I'm going to go for Bats here, and he's going to go in for Barbarians. Okay, so he has Barb's Knight, so that's going to be his main defense, I guess. I'm thinking about maybe possibly going in possibly for wall breakers with a bandit. Maybe it could be kind of interesting, but I'm kind of curious if he's got arrows or something, just to see if he's got another spell this will tell us. And okay, he does have arrows, but luckily the bandit did make it to the tower, and we actually end up taking the lead off of that. So I feel like that's honestly pretty solid. So I think from here we can just wait a little bit, see what he wants to do, because I think we're probably about even, so it's fine waiting. And he's going to go in for a giant in the back, so we can go Archer Queen, same lane, and then I think we'll follow up with a Prince, and this should be really easy to defend. So I think Prince, and then we maybe consider getting a Mega Knight in front. That could be pretty decent as well. So let's go in for a Prince here. Oh my goodness, he just went in for an Inferno Drag, but he screwed it up because, as you can see, it ended up, wow, yeah, that was a really big mistake by him. If we can somehow protect this Archer Queen, I feel like he's in a lot of trouble. Yeah. The Archer Queen is going to kill the Witch, and he's going to be able to get Barbarians down, but I don't know if it's going to be able to counter everything. Let's see. We're going to pop the ability here. He does get the Barbs down, and let's actually get a Bandit going here. And then we're going to go in for Bats on top of the Evolved Barbarians. Bandit will end up getting a lot of damage if he ends up ignoring it, which surprisingly he does. That is very, very surprising. I was not anticipating that. Now, we got to watch out for the opposite lane where he's getting a lot of damage. Arrows on top of that. We got to get a Zap going on top of the Graveyard, and maybe we are going to be able to keep the tower alive. Yeah, I think we will. He's going to go in for a Barbarian, so we're definitely going to have to get a Mega Knight going here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then let's get Evo Bats going, because, yep, I had a feeling he was going to go in for an Inferno Drag, so that was really clutch over there. He's going to go Arrows, so let's go in for Wall Breakers here. Zap the Inferno Drag, because he still has to take the tower. Yeah, look at that. He went in for a Graveyard, and that is going to be game. He really screwed up. I actually think this matchup isn't even super easy, but we ended up winning because we got him in awkward cycles and he couldn't deal with the pressure. Here we go, guys, in our next match, and this guy's actually got the Cannoneer. So we're at an interesting point in Clash Royale where I actually think pretty much every single tower troop is viable. You can use the Princess Tower, which I do believe is slightly the best at the moment, but the Cannoneer is a little better in a few decks, and this guy has the Cannoneer, so I'm curious what he has with it. And then even the Duchess, which you saw last game, some people are still preferring to use the Duchess, even after all the nerfs she got. So it's interesting to see this. All the tower troops being relatively equal. There isn't really one that greatly stands out, which we saw the Cannoneer when it was at its prime, and then, of course, which we recently saw with the Duchess. So let's go ahead and pop the Queen ability here right before the Cannoneer ends up shooting and taking her out. Unfortunately, she's not really going to do much, but that's fine. We'll just go for Bats here, and then from there, see what he wants to do. So it looks like he's probably running a cycle deck with the Wall Breakers. Maybe he just has a Tesla or something as his building. I guess we will find out. Okay, he's got a Little Prince. So a lot of people still using Little Prince even after all the nerfs he got. He's still the best champion in the game, in my opinion. I feel like the Archer Queen, though, closely behind, which we do have in the deck, and I do think Archer Queen is a lot better with the Mega Knight compared to the Little Prince. So let's get a Prince going here behind the Mega Knight. I actually could have played it a little higher up, but that's all right. He's going to go in for Wall Breakers. So let's actually go in for an Archer Queen here, and, ooh, unfortunately, I wanted her to attack the... Let's actually go in for Wall Breakers here. I think this should be good. We'll pop the ability on the Queen, and nice. She is going to kill the Little Prince and get a shot on the tower. So with that, we're going to end up having a pretty massive lead here going into Double Elixir. I think that this is a relatively good situation. I think he's probably going to start getting some pressure going here soon. The evolved wall breakers, yeah, I was going to say, are probably going to be pretty annoying. We're going to arrow those and then zap. There we go. Zap is enough to take out the wall breakers after you get rid of the original version, as you just saw there. So that's a really nice interaction to know. Of course, though, you do have to overcommit. I mean, you have to spend 5 to take out 2 elixir, which is not really ideal, but it's much better than losing pretty much your whole tower, of course. And he's going to go in for wall breakers. I actually don't know if I got those bats down in time. I think, oh wow, they both ended up connecting. That is not optimal, but I think that's all right. Let's go in for a queen here, and then from there, see what he wants to do. He's going to go in for a miner, so let's get a bandit going here, and then let's see what we want to do. He's going to go in for a Tesla, so I think we just got to reset. Maybe we just pop the queen ability here, and then we'll go in for a Mega Knight in this lane to get some defense going. I think I got to zap this here. Yeah, we got the zap down, so those will not connect. Yeah, not the best situation. I think we want to send in the Evo Wallbreaker soon. I think we go like this, Prince, Bandit, and then we go Bandit actually in this lane, and then we try to get something going here. We need to get the Evolved Wallbreakers to the tower, ideally. Oh, they both connected to the Tesla. That actually really sucks. I didn't think they were going to. I need to get a Mega Knight down on this. It's the only way I'm going to be able to stop them. Luckily, they didn't connect, so that's really good. Let's go in for a Prince here, and then maybe we get bats going on the Tesla, and then let's see what he chooses to do. He's going to go in. Okay, let's get wall breakers going here. This is a really good opportunity for that. I think zap on top of the little Prince. That's going to take it out. Prince going to make it to the tower, and look at that. We're going to get a ton of damage. He goes log to reset, but damage has already been done. He's going to get really desperate and go wall breakers at the bridge. I feel like that was actually probably a mistake because he was already kind of low in elixir, I'm pretty sure. So now I highly doubt he's going to be able to deal with this. I guess we'll see what happens, though. And the Prince ends up connecting. Okay, nice, nice. Arrow everything here, and the Mega Knight makes it on the tower, and that is going to be a nice win over there. There was just too much stuff, and he got overwhelmed. Here we go, guys, in our next match, and another person running the Duchess. Wow, that is insane. Well, I guess it's not a bad thing necessarily that we match Duchess twice, even though I was originally talking about at the beginning how it's a good thing there's more people running Princess Tower, which is why the wall breakers are better. You guys are seeing we're still winning when we were against Duchess first game, Cannoneer second game, so you can kind of win regardless. Wizard Skeletons, so, ooh, this might be E-Golem. This probably is E-Golem, realistically. It's actually what I used in the last video, so I'm kind of getting a taste of my own medicine, I guess you could say. So he's going to go in for a Void on the Queen. We're going to protect with wall breakers. That should be really good. And he's going to go in for arrows, so we're going to go in for bats here. And then let's get a zap going on top of the Night Witch. This could actually be really good. Nah, Rage kind of prevented me from... Well, I mean, we got a ton of damage, but we could have gotten significantly more. We actually would have gotten tower if he didn't have Rage available. So that was kind of clutch on his end to save his tower like that. But we still took pretty much half of his tower, which is a fantastic start. And I believe that Bandit, yeah, it is going to dash, actually, and get a shot. Wow. Yeah, the Duchess is just significantly worse now. It's pretty wild. Let's see what he chooses to do here. He's going to go for an E-Golem in the back in the other lane. I think we'll just go Archer Queen. And if he decides to go Void, we'll try to protect once again with the wall breakers. And yeah, he is in fact going to do that. So let's definitely get wall breakers down. And we are going to successfully keep the Archer Queen alive. So now she's going to get a lot of value. We can pop the ability here. And then I think we want to get a Mega Knight down on top of everything. And as you can see, the Archer Queen is going to stay alive. We get a zap going here. Oh my gosh, she's still going to stay alive. That is so clutch. And then we get Evo Bats going here. And oh my goodness, this is so good. Because now he has to deal with both lanes. We can go Bandit in this lane. And then we can actually split. Oh no, that really sucks because I think he can go arrows. Yeah, at least we still got a lot of damage, and yeah, nice, that ended up connecting. So I guess that wasn't awful, but I did think I was going to be able to potentially take his tower. So those Evo Skellies ended up clutching up for him really nicely. Maybe we go in for a Mega Knight here, and then let's go in. I think this is a great arrow opportunity, actually. Let's definitely go ahead and do that. And then let's get a zap going here. That zap was actually pretty bad, not going to lie, but that's okay. Let's see what he wants to do. He's going to go in for an Elixir Golem. So let's get an Archer Queen going here and see what he wants to do. Let's see if he decides to go in for a Void or something. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Let's get a Prince going. Yeah, nice. That's going to protect the Queen, so that's really good. We definitely need to pop the Queen ability here and then get a Mega Knight going on top of the E-Golem. Oh, shoot. He's going to... All right. We got to be careful here. Arrows. We got to get, like, arrows going. That's gonna be game. Sometimes people complain that I don't show losses, so we'll end on an L because I lose sometimes, unfortunately. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. If you guys are not subscribed already, you can use creator code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.